Yeah, so we spoke to Norse originally and said, what areas do you feel can, make a positive impact on our, environmental vision at East Suffolk? That I'm really focused on this, and what we're going to do to make something positive out of this. So Norse then came back with, I don't know, 25, 30 uh, areas that they thought would be an obvious area to let rewild. And then I looked at that list, then I spoke to ward members, other district councillors and other officers, then we expanded the list to 40. And it's as simple as that. The list goes into their computer system for when they are to cut and uncut. And so as they're doing their maintenance this time of year, which is April, May, they put the signage out. And then they will cut the periphery or the path, and then that will be cut as normal, so maybe 2 or 3 times a year. And then into early mid-autumn, the signs are removed and go into storage, and then they cut the grass. It's as simple as that. And that means then that we can look at perhaps more labor-intensive work for the operatives at Norse. For example, if we're using foam, as we touched on earlier, that will not only are you having to go around and use the foam once, you might have to do it twice or 3 times a year. So that creates more manpower. So by removing them from the cutting regime, it means they can focus on something else. I'm really mindful not to create something that is sort of negative on cost-wise. East Suffolk it's important that costs are maintained and we focus our resources in the right direction. So I never want the environment to be sort of a political football. To me, as long as I'm neutral or saving money to reallocate in a different project, then I'm really happy about that. And by doing that, it just means it's a no-brainer, isn't it? It's just reallocating your resources to the best places. And we're lucky at East Suffolk. I work with a group of really dedicated councillors, not only from my party of the administration, but also the opposition. And from the word go, when I first spoke, when I was made cabinet for the member for the environment, the first council meeting, the thing I wanted to say, and which I said, is that when it comes to the environment, this is not political. I'm not going to fall into a political football and just talking about things just for the sake of it. We're going to do something, and I want to work with everyone. No one party has the answer, and the key is just working as a team, as a community, what's right for our biodiversity and our residents. And that really created some interest and some energy. And I'm really pleased, even now, 2 years later, it's still, I have an open book. I'll talk to anybody. If you've got a good idea, we'll do it. As simple as that.